Hi everybody, I am Dr. T. Miranda Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, St. Joseph College, Kadalur. The past videos we saw about how to prepare the project documentation. That is, in part 1 we saw about how to prepare the certificate, acknowledgement and abstract. And in part 2 video we saw about introduction and problem definition. And in part 3 video we saw about software requirement specification. And in part 4 video we saw about system analysis and system design. And in part 5 video we saw about system testing, conclusion and future enhancement. Now we are going to see about bibliography and appendices. So chapter 8, it is bibliography. In your bibliography session you will be having two more sessions, that is your book references and website references. So books, since I have referred PHP books, I have listed out PHP books. If you have referred ASP, if you have done your project in ASP or C Sharp, list down the books of ASP and C Sharp. It is not necessary to list out all these 7 books. So what are the books you have referred? If you have referred only 2 books, can give it as 2 books. If you have referred 3 books, can give the 3 books. Next, what are the websites you have referred? Can give it as 8.2 websites. So these are the websites I have referred. So what are the websites you have referred? Just you can give it here. So next session is your appendix. So in your appendix section, you are going to have appendix A, is your software description. Since I have used PHP, I have given the software description of PHP. So first, intro about PHP. So if you have used PHP, you can use the same documentation, PHP. Then here I have given it as PHP with HTML forms, the subheading. Or if you want, you can change. So what are the methods you have used? What are the forms you have used? According to that, you can change it. My backend is MySQL. So PHP with the MySQL, I have given here the introduction. Or you can give it with PHP with MySQL, or you can give it as only MySQL. So it is based on your MySQL. So here, if you have used MS Access, you can give the details about MS Access. All the things have been present in the net. Just you're going to refer it and you're going to give it. That's enough. What are the websites you have been referring? You have to place it in the bibliography section. So next I have used Dreamweaver. So I have shown Dreamweaver software description. So next is appendix B. It is source code. I think you might have completed your projects. So what you have to do is you have to give some sample source code. It is not necessary to give all the source code. So whenever you are going to give the sample source code, you have to give what is the heading. Say here I have given as index.html. If you are given ASP.NET means according to that you change the heading, and just you are going to copy the source code either from PHP or from .NET. You are going to copy it. That is, you are going to select it, Control A, Control C. You are going to have a command, you know how to copy it. Control A is for selecting the source code and Control C is for copying, and in your Word document just paste it, Control V, and give the heading. That's enough. So if it is login module, give it as login. If it is admin module, give it as admin. So similarly, you can paste. You need not paste all the source code. Some sample source code you can paste it. So I have pasted it. I have pasted. So this is my second heading. So if you are going to have your second PHP file, this is my PHP file. So see register.php. So I have copied it and I have pasted here. Similarly, we have to paste it for all the modules. It's not necessary all the modules, some sample modules you can paste the source code. So this is your source code session. Next is appendix C. It is your screenshots. You know how to take your screenshots. Just you're going to go to ASP.NET or PHP, then run your screen. After running your screen, you have to type the information. What are the informations you want, you type it. After that, after typing, press print screen in your keyboard. After pressing the print screen in your keyboard, just paste it here in your Word document. When you're going to paste it, you have to give it as Control V. So in your PHP, or if you're going to go in for your ASP.NET, you're going to just press print screen of your project. When it has been running, you have to give your print screen. After giving print screen, go to Word document, just paste it, Control V. A very important point what you have to do is, you have to give it as, for each screenshot you have to name it. So here I have given as A square bracket 1 is given as home page for competitive exam. The next one is A2 home page for the same competitive exam. It is the bottom viewpoint. This is the bottom viewpoint, the same page only. This is the top view and this is the bottom view. So according to your project you can change it. Next, in your A3 I given the exam page for competitive exam. So similarly you can have your pages. Next is, this is one feedback page for competitive exam. One thing you have to remember, must not give any empty spaces here. Must not keep your text boxes or your list boxes must not be empty. It must be filled. Then only you have to take the screenshot. The empty screenshots must not be taken. That is a very important thing when you're going to place your screenshots. So feedback page for competitive exam. Then here I given admin page for competitive exam. So similarly you can paste all the screens, which are the screens which is very important, you can paste it. So that's all. So I completed your have completed entirely your project documentation. Only one thing is remaining, that is your table of content. So in the next part of the video we can see how to prepare the table of content. So today we saw about chapter 8, that is bibliography, and we saw about the appendices. Thank you.